feel like we should cheers first. So, cheers.
I have
Santé.
some tea, santé.
Perfect. So, thanks so much for joining me today. I've got Haley Bennett and Thomas Napper talking about Widow Clicquot, which is coming to theaters on July 19th, 2024. It is a historical drama about an amazing woman who kind of overcame sexism, tradition, and also made some really amazing champagne along the way. It is a really fun movie. I really loved your performance, Haley, so I'm excited to talk to you. And thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you. What a
Of course.
wonderful introduction to our
Yes, of
film.
course.
Thank you.
Well, I feel like we should cheers first. So, cheers.
I have
Santé.
some tea, santé.
Perfect.
Mm.
So, Thomas, you directed this movie. How did you get involved in this? I imagine there must be some sort of alcohol when you kind of signed on for this. Champagne, maybe?
No, no, none.
We
It's
sent him a case of champagne. We got him drunk,
Yeah.
and we
He's
got him
like,
sauced up.
that's how Hollywood works, I hear.
Yeah, I came into the project because Joe and Haley got in contact and asked me to come and join the project in France. And I read the script and fell in love head over heels with Widow Clicquot, and there was a scene at the beginning of the story. I think it was scene 7, and it was the night of the wedding where François Clicquot and his bride are under a sheet, and he is asking her to join him and to hide with him and to create a world together and for them to be equal. And I found this scene so beautiful because it was so unexpected, and it was, it's 1799. It's unbelievably modern to think that, you could have an equal marriage, these two 20-year-olds, and that they would create this kind of wine together and try to sort of discern flavor and wine and champagne together. And I think that really caught me. It sort of caught me in some way, and I just felt very much like I understood them, or I wanted to know more about them, and so that was, that was the beginning of my involvement, really.
That's perfect. So, Haley, it sounds like you were already involved in this. How did you get on this? Did you kind of research this beforehand, or?
So I was given the book. It's called Champagne Empire and the woman who reigned it, I think, or ruled it. And my friend, who is a sommelier, gave me the book. And this young woman that gave me the book is a very ambitious sommelier, trying to make a name for herself in an industry that's dominated by men.
Mhm.
And she could really relate with this story. And I was making Cyrano in Italy during lockdown. And I'm not a winemaker, I'm not a sommelier, I'm not a historian. I was not familiar with the widow story, nor did I know, because I don't speak French, that that veuve means widow. So I was really not interested in wine beyond drinking it. And
That's
she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, maybe a spark of determination, like Clicquot has, and she says, you have to play this part. So I read the book, I fell in love with the story. I called my agents and I said, hey, do you know who has the rights to this book? Can you put me in touch with the author or the writer's agent? And I was led to Christina Weiss-Laurie, who eventually I partnered with to produce the film.
oh, nice.
That was a very long answer to your question.
No, that's great. And so you said you weren't like a winemaker. How much research on Vu did you do after this? I mean, you must have had to have some tasting so you could really accurately portray the character, I assume.
Well, actually, I visited the estate. I visited the Clicquot estate. But interestingly enough, I decided early on that I didn't necessarily want to make a film about champagne. And even though her contributions are vast and amazing, and she revolutionized champagne. And an interesting fact is champagne was cloudy before. Imagine drinking cloudy champagne. Like it wasn't clear. She actually made champagne sparkle.
Oh, wow.
But I wasn't as interested in. I was more interested in the woman and her transformation from shy, timid girl to this incredible, visionary, someone who would follow her own nose, somebody that was audacious, especially then for her to achieve the things that she achieved. She was obviously incredibly brave. And I was more interested in the notion of what makes a strong woman. We're not, I mean, I certainly, I have gained confidence in what I'm doing over the years, but it's what we go through and the things that we struggle and grapple with that make us strong. And somebody said to me, "Oh, be strong in this scene." And I was like, actually, I kind of disagree with that, because I think what makes us strong is surviving difficulties and coming out on the other side. And then I can go, "Oh, yes, I'm strong. I did that." It's like, I didn't think I could produce a film. And then I made Swallow. And then I didn't think I could do this. Like, I didn't think I could produce a film from the developmental stages. And then I did it. And I go, "Oh, I really love that. I can do that." But, it's not until you do something and then you go, oh, you have, in hindsight, you go, "Okay, that was difficult, but I survived it. And here we are now." And it's such an empowering and such a exciting, yeah, just such an empowering thing, I guess. And yeah, yes.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I did love the way that that transformation was portrayed in the film. And you can see this transformation from, visionary winemaker to, I guess, girl boss is what the kids would say these days in Widow Clicquot, which comes
But
to
I guess,
theaters.
but I think it's also more than that. Like, for me, acting is, it's an act of love. It's something that connects me to my higher power. And I think that it's actually deeper for me than girl boss. It's like, what do I do? I think that was the same for Widow Clicquot, is making wine was an act of creation. It was something that she used in order to heal herself, in order to survive her grief.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. And I also to kind of like honor her husband's legacy while also putting her own vision into the wine as well, which you can kind of
Yeah.
see. So you can see all of that in Widow Clicquot, coming to theaters on July 19th, 2024. This is Haley Bennett and Thomas Napper. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Cheers.